In the middle of nowhere, and probably out of time itself, a bunch of weird kids are getting together with one purpose: to figure out the definitive timeline of Jeff the Killer. If you are all about that, come join them in the border of Slumber, USA.
So then I went, go to sleep.
Oh my god. Jeff, that never gets old.
Thanks.
Oh man.
You're tearing me up, my boy. Welcome to the border of Slumber, USA.
You're tearing me apart, Jeffrey!
I'm Apollo.
I'm Phantom.
I'm Vexy.
And you know me, I'm your queen.
Yeah, boy. And we're back in our usual place and hour here in the border of Slumber. We have a nice fuck, I forgot the name of it.
Us hiding out in this giant ass train.
Yeah, what's the thing where you got a barrel and then you got the sticks on it and you went fire? You know what's the name of that?
A campfire?
Thank you, campfire. We are here around the campfire, ready to read some really good.
Time to boil some real creepy pasta.
Damn it.
I'm diving for that one. So, for today's episode, we came across a very beautiful discovery that there's not only one spin pasta. There's actually two!
Two!
Oh,
Spin Pasta 2. Spin harder with a vengeance.
Spin past the two, electric boogaloo.
A good day to spin hard.
live free or spin
So,
hard.
oogling around that page, we came
Oh
across...
shit, I
that
forgot
they-
about the most obvious joke. Spin past the two, Judgment Day.
Thank you, Queen. So, while going around the place, like looking for stories, we found some very, very long stories. We found very weird stories. And we found this one that seemed like the most doable. This one is called Oh My Darling by a FringeFanGirl. Or that's what we could get. Sorry, if you are the author and listening to this, which is very improbable, please tell us and we'll credit you properly.
Jesus Christ.
I had to do it sexy, you know,
Mm.
for rarity. Anyway,
I have to do it, Vexy.
yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Oh well. So,
I'm known to be quite vexy.
uh-huh.
I had to throw in that, you know, if we're gonna get one thing out of that awful movie, it might as well be that awful joke. So yeah.
So, who wants to start this story? This is formatted on very short paragraphs, so maybe we'll do a bunch and then we just.
Oh my darling. Being real, anyone on this website should at least have heard of Jeff the Killer.
Yeah, it sounds familiar. I don't know why.
Being real.
Meaning you probably also read the terrible remakes of him, like Nina the Killer and all that nonsense.
What?
They're becoming self-aware.
That name
shit.
sounds familiar. It sounds very familiar.
I think I've heard that name around these parts.
Mhm.
Of Slumber.
Well, guess what? He's real, and I have proof.
Oh, my
god!
No.
But I was never an author, sadly, so excuse any grammatical errors. Oh, they've got me there.
No.
I can't shit on them if the story is bad grammar now.
Well, looks like we can't make fun of them.
I'll be honest, it's a kinda okay way to cover your ass, but it's very obvious you're covering your ass.
Yeah.
Your ass is completely out and you're covering with a napkin. So it all started when I was younger. 9 to be exact.
9.
9.
Nine is like a new record.
Also recall that this is when I was younger, so this person is young already. So what did we expect? It's a Jeff the Killer story. It's written by teenagers. Always.
Yeah.
I have always had an empathy problem. up to the point where I was dragged to a therapist by my stupid parents. It's the Jeff universe. Of course, they're stupid.
But my stupid parents.
Oh, they never understand me. And put on some...
Parents are the worst.
Yeah, parents suck! And I'm put on some stupid medication that only made me depressed. Yeah, I got medication for my depression. Such bogus. I can't remember what it was.
I should have been an anti-vaxxer.
Oh God.
I'm gonna do this voice for this character. Like, I can't remember what it was or what it did, but it sure as hell sucked.
Oh, guys, it's probably the same medication they gave to Lou and Clockwork, so, you know.
Maybe.
But you just said you remembered it was some stupid medication that made you depressed. You remember what it did because you just said what it did.
I think that story might have not been factual, yeah. Many who have heard my story believe my problem started because of my perfect sister always constantly upstaging me at everything that honestly meant nothing. I love the voice of this author. I love the voice of this character that is like the most annoying and annoyed teenager from the 90s ever. I
really I really fucking hope this guy survived.
Yeah, you kinda want him to survive, of course, totally.
I'm really fucking rooting for him.
My perfect sister. Everything.
Medication is garbage. Doctors are terrible.
She was popular, model gorgeous.
Don't vaccinate your kids.
Wait. She was popular, model gorgeous, and beloved by everyone who met her. What a weird way to talk about your sister, Arthur. What?
Yes. Yeah, that's pretty weird.
Why is she so model gorgeous, Arthur? Arthur, do you have a problem?
Oh my God, it's the Lannisters.
I think that's what he meant by problem.
Yeah, I have a problem. I have a problem with my sister. I'm really horny for her.
I forgot what my medications did. It might have had to do with my hormones.
Except me. But truly, the origin of my problem was so far-fetched and resulted in me never needing to sleep and... Fuck. I don't fully understand it. We have a fuck! Woo!
He doesn't need to sleep or fuck.
It's
sleep and fuck.
You need to sleep or...
Yeah.
Okay, there is a real condition where you can't sleep.
Yeah, it's all insomnia.
I think your parents would be more concerned if you weren't sleeping than about your lack of empathy. It's like, he doesn't understand how people are feeling. It's like, yeah, but like, when's the last time you slept? Oh, I don't sleep at all. It's like, wait, what? Like, you would take your child there to like get them diagnosed with something.
He's being really blasé about the inability to sleep.
Do they not understand what the effects of sleep deprivation on the human body are? I mean, even if they're not like doing the research or just going ahead and writing a story, like, have you ever tried to stay awake beyond 24 hours? It's really difficult.
Actually, the end of the paragraph, fuck, I don't fully understand it, is just the author. So my parents went away for the weekend when I was 17 and my sister Amanda was 16. Note that by then I had learned to pretend I was cured by those godforsaken pills that Dr. Reynolds gave
The Dr. Ryan Reynolds. He's like, take this.
Are you sure you're a doctor, Mr. Reynolds? Shut up, I was in Deadpool.
It turned my skin all shitty.
I know how this works. I know how to cure cancer.
Dr. Deadpool.
I was in a blessed state of mind.
I know how to cure cancer because I'm a walking tumor.
So I was in a blessed state of mind where my thoughts were no longer overrun by stupid emotions.
Stupid emotions.
I'm reading a 14-year-old diary.
I gotta love this story. Every quote by this protagonist give us the chance to end every line with a
God.
It sounds like almost like a Saturday morning like cartoon film. It's like then I no longer was overrun by those stupid emotions.
Yeah, this is the villain. We're gonna teach him about the importance of friendship.
I'm perfect.
I've always been that way, see? You see, there was no unexplainable switch, as you'll see in basically every story relating to Jeff. No, I was always a psychopath.
Oh,
I was always a
this
psychopath.
author is trying to be smart.
Twisted fucking psychopath.
I was always a psychopath. My machinations had...
Now we want this character to really win, huh?
Yeah.
Well,
It's like, wow, so you hate your sister for no reason. Like you haven't given us any.
you hate it because you're horny.
Yeah, you hate her because you can't keep it in your pants, Jamie Lannister.
16-year-old model gorgeous sister.
Hey, author, I need you to take a seat right
Calm
over here.
down, Vic Mignogno.
We don't have a name, right? There's.
No,
Let's call me Jamie, okay? Jamie. It's called Jamie Lannister.
Jamie.
Jamie Lannister.
This is Jamie the Killer.
Oh God.
Oh, the actual condition where you can't sleep is called fatal familial insomnia, FFI. It is fatal and it's hereditary.
Dang it.
It's hereditary.
Wow.
The more you know.
That's
Yeah.
fucking sad.
Yeah, I'm just like the author's like, oh, I don't sleep. It's like surely that would make that would actually make for an interesting character for Jeff to go against, rather than just your typical sort of like, I don't like my sister or medicine, and I'm also a psychopath. It's like an interesting character to go against Jeff is the person that wants people to go to sleep versus the person that physically can't sleep.
Oh.
So I can't. His catchphrase is, "I can't sleep. Please help me."
Help me. But back to the story. My parents went away, and it was just Amanda and I. She was asleep on the top bunk, while I lay underneath, loathing every second of her presence. Ugh.
Teenage
You
Grunt.
don't understand me.
Bears just don't understand.
Wait, hold on a minute. They're 17 and they're still sharing a room with their sister.
Well, let's not critique that. I share my room with my brother, and I'm 22.
That's fair enough, I guess.
She was asleep on the top bunk while I'm like, she woke up and went.
He's like, and then I lay underneath, loathing every second of her.
Oh, fuck it, cut. Your audio cut. Fuck, but it was a good joke.
Loathing every second of her presence.
Woke up and went into the living room, terrified out of her wits about something. But I ignored her pleas as she tried to drag me along because I have never cared for her.
Wow.
She's
This episode is gonna be titled Teenage Grunt.
angsty teenage noises.
Teenage Grunt noises.
Yeah. Like, there's writing an asshole character but having a still root for them. Like, there's plenty of likable assholes you can find across multiple forms of media. But this person is just irredeemable. They have given us absolutely no reason to hate their sister.
It's just like, I ignored her pleas for mercy.
I ignored her pleas to help. I'm like, no, because I don't care about you. He's like, Jesus Christ. Oh my God, I've just catched a glimpse of the next paragraph. This person is just irredeemable.
Whatever I was doing was rudely interrupted by an ear-splitting scream that could have only come from my sister. I'm not gonna lie. I honestly considered letting whatever scare her continue to do so. The fuck's wrong with this person?
Yes. The fuck's wrong?
I can't sleep.
Those fucking pills Dr. Reynolds gave.
Fuck you, Dr. Reynolds.
It gave me depression, Dr. Ryan Reynolds.
They gave him experimental huge bitch pills.
Fuck, I love that one.
Forgot to take my huge bitch pills today.
Thinking it was probably a spider or something pathetic like that. The curiosity drew me towards her sobbing and squeals. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, this was like, it wasn't that it's like that paragraph and this one that I caught a glimpse of where I'm like, this person is still
An asshole.
absolutely irredeemable.
Well, I mean, so far I fucking hate him.
I mean, I would understand if they like threw in even a throwaway line where it's like, "Oh, my sister like abused me" or something, but it's like, no, I hate my sister because she's perfect. Well, maybe she just seems perfect because you're such a cunt. Maybe you thought about that.
Yeah, that's true. We're grading on a curve.
That's probably why everybody likes her and not you.
Yeah.
Because you're an asshole.
Probably the bar to pass to be perfect in your eyes is very low compared to you.
Yeah.
It's a limbo. It's practically limbo.
The first thing I saw when I walked into her to this day still brings a smile to my face. Yep.
Fuck you!
There lay my brother's
Jesus.
sister on the floor, sobbing as a hooded man pinned her down, dragging a knife across her body. It took me a few
Fuck.
seconds, but I soon realized that this was Jeff the Killer that had been haunting the internet for a while now.
He was haunting the internet. He was a ghost.
He's an internet
I
ghost.
like the idea that the person is like, hey, wait a minute.
Hey, wait a minute. I'm enjoying this. He just sits down, grabs some popcorn as he watches her.
Sister kid. I only really knew about him due to the rumors around my school, but that's not really important. Wait.
But then why did you mention it?
This author has said a lot of has gone on more tangents than us, to be honest.
It's like, hey, author, do your parents know about this? Do you need to talk to someone?
Yeah, like, what the fuck did your sister do to you, man? Like,
She existed. That's what she did. She existed.
She was pretty.
She's
and as we
existing.
all know, that's the ultimate sin.
He slit my sister's throat, still not noticing me behind him, and I just watched him, grinning in
Jesus Christ!
grinning in sheer delight as my sister's blood formed in a small.
Never have I witnessed another great character. Truly one of the most relatable.
What a total. Can I say this? Is it not problematic if I say what a total cunt?
Yeah, holy shit.
mhm.
And I just watched, grinning in sheer delight as my sister's blood formed in a small puddle around her head as it trickled from the brutal slice in her arteries. That's kind of fancy to say arteries to there. It's fancy in the bad way, to be honest. Prose, that's the word. What's the word? It's not fancy. It's shit. Okay, that's the word I was looking for.
Hey guys, how do you kill a circus? You go for the juggler.
How? God damn it.
But
Like, okay, even if they do hate their sister for like seemingly no reason, the person that you know is a serial killer that breaks into people's houses is stabbing her to death.
yeah.
You have no sense of self-preservation.
Yeah, like you're just standing there.
And all you can do is grin.
Yeah, you should probably do something. Unless.
Even psychopaths have a sense of self-preservation, and this person is written. I mean, if the author was going for "I'm writing a psychopath," like kudos, you've successfully written a psychopath. But like even they have a sense of self-preservation. Like that's why they try it. Like when a psychopath goes and like you know maybe I'm not saying all psychopaths kill people, but you know they don't care about people. So you know when they do kill people, it's like meh. But you know otherwise they wouldn't try and hide the bodies because they care about their own well-being because they're narcissists. You're not going to just say, "Oh, I'm just going to sit back and watch the popcorn." Yeah, okay, watch for a little bit and then run, you moron.
Yeah, I
Jesus
consider
Christ.
that maybe this is maybe the infatuation is not for the sister.
It's for Jeff.
Just see his fish lips.
And then that's when Senpai noticed, grinning like a child on Christmas, as the lights faded from Amanda's pretty eyes. So naturally, he tried to kill me, as any psychopathic killer would. But he was distracted by... something.
But he was distracted by ... my erection.
Yeah.
He was distracted by... convenience.
No, Jeff just looks him down, sees like the bulge, and says, "I can't kill you for putting me off."
I ain't into this.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I ain't into this shit.
I think something was calling him back outside because he really looked like he wanted to kill me, but instead he
It was Phil Swift.
Oh no, his planet needs him. Actually, Aquaman was communicating with him.
But instead, he swore to be back and ran out the open balcony door and jumped over the railing and ran.
Oh my god, call back to when I made that opening joke. Jeff just says, Jeff was, in this story, Jeff was played by Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Now, come with me if you want to live.
He's like, yes, please, I haven't slept for 17 years.
Yet the sound of police sirens followed minutes after his disappearance, and I just stood there, staring at Amanda's corpse right up until the police were knocking on the door. Apparently, one of my neighbors had called him after hearing Amanda's irritating screams, and obviously I was the number one suspect. Oh shit!
And we have another example of the Jeff the Killer Universe cops. When you call them, they are already there. I like that consistency.
Yeah.
It's like,
My story was that I just woke up after her screams and saw her body, and there were strange white fibers on her body, plus some other murder victim's blood, probably from Jeff's knife. So I managed to get off fine, and I was almost thrilled to be an only child.
Fuck you!
But my parents weren't as happy and insisted on a foreign burial for the corpse of the little princess.
it's like, yeah, they were fucking ecstatic that my sister was murdered.
Wait. What the fuck is a foreign burial?
They buried her in Canada.
No, it's when they bury her in like a different country. I've heard about it.
I mean, I guess, but it's a thing.
Yeah.
Why? Why is it a thing?
It's like in some cultures, like people have to return home to be buried, and that's consistent as a
She had to return back to her home planet to be buried.
You're putting too much thinking on this because it explains the reason, and it's fucking stupid. The reason is
insisted on a foreign burial for the corpse of their little princess because she'd always wanted to travel, and it left me alone at home again about a month after the incident. I mean, yeah, like it's sort of
fucking stupid. Yeah, that's the thing. You normally just burn.
Cremation is actually much cheaper than burying a body.
It's very cheap. It's not. Actually, it's cheap. I think it's cheaper to...
Well, if you want to do that, then like cremate her and sprinkle her ashes somewhere. But
Buried
like,
her in the French catacombs.
put her bones in the Vespucian crypt.
I guess I'll read. Yeah, my parents were crap. That was mainly filed under financial issues. Due to the fact the only reason we didn't travel was the fact we weren't rich. I'm sure many can relate. So obviously,
I mean, I can relate to being working class. I can't relate to being a goddamn psychopath.
Yeah, we can't relate to you.
Yeah, no.
Main protagonist.
Yeah. So obviously,
Jamie, what's the name?
Yeah,
Jamie. Fuck you, Jamie.
So obviously, wasting all this money on a corpse was a great idea. But I was glad I wasn't going. I didn't want to go to her funeral.
Fuck you! You aren't going to your funeral of your sister. Fuck you!
No, I don't feel like you have a choice. If, like,
I didn't want to go to her funeral.
You don't go. Oh, well, you don't go. Oh, well, I'm skipping out on the funeral. No, you can't do that.
Fuck! I read ahead.
I didn't want to go to her funeral and see people crying because of death. Mainly because this was one of the greatest things that's ever happened to me.
Grunt.
Fucking hell. And of course, to cue the cliche, Jeff came back. Surprise! I shit you not, that in the fucking story.
Jeff just opens the door like the character just comes out. Jeff is like throwing a surprise party, balloons and party poppers go everywhere. He's like,
it's just all the creepypasta Slenderman's there, and
The cake says you're a cunt on it.
Slenderman's the one cutting the cake. It's like I would blow up the candles, but I don't appear to have a face.
Right, I can't appear to.
Does anyone have a knife?
He has like 8 knives.
Is that picture of the cat with 1,000 knives around?
And it's like he just asks, "Hey, does anyone
Just bring your own
Fuck,
knife.
pauses to take out one?"
We need a knife to cut this cake, guys.
My God, this story. I'm sorry. I'm reading ahead a bit, and this story gets great. Please, we have to keep going. We have to keep going.
Oh, no, you can't. Don't say great. Say greater.
Great.
Of course I was predicting it, but when he arrived, I wasn't prepared. All I had was one carving knife, and I was using at the time to make jam sandwiches. Because the dishes were piling up, and I wasn't gonna do them, just get a knife for sandwiches.
Relatable, to be honest.
So we had an amazing fight where I actually spared him because I guess I felt like I owed him for winning the world of Amanda. Fuck you.
Cunt!
Fuck you, main protagonist. Fuck you.
Holy
Yeah,
shit.
of course. Let us clarify. This is about the protagonist, not the author. Fuck the protagonist. Fuck Jamie.
Yeah, our incels. Our insults are directed towards Jamie the killer, not you.
Jamie the cunt. Jamie the cunt.
Jamie the killer.
Wait, hold on a second. Their knife of choice they were using was to make jam sandwiches, so surely should their name be Jammy the Killer?
It's peanut butter jelly time. That's his catchphrase.
Jammy Dodger the Killer?
We have to keep going because this keeps getting better.
Okay. No, I'm not saying I'm stronger. I'm saying I was put in a position where I could have been able to kill him, spare my own life. But I chose just to let him kill me. But he didn't. God knows why. I bet he wishes he did now. I bet he wants me dead more than anything else now.
I mean, I'm not saying I'm stronger, but I mean, look at this bicep. Like, fucking buff.
I'm not saying that I'm stronger. I just said I kicked his ass.
Yes. I beat Jeff too. This one is called I beat Jeff too.
Yeah.
I beat Jeff 2 Judgment Day. but I will say this. I think I know how they beat Jeff in his fight, although they don't go into any detail. I think it was they used a sandwich to win somehow.
He was like, I'm gonna make a tuna fish sandwich.
Jeff just bursts in and they throw the sandwich and the jam got in his eyes, and that's how they beat him.
Like, my eyes.
Jam, my one weakness.
All he had to say was tuna fish sandwich, and Jeff just instantly collapsed.
Oh my god, the next line. Please, can I do it? Can I do it? No, can Bexy, please do the next one.
Okay. No, I'm not Jane the Killer. Jesus, her character is so awful.
And you are just a million times better, aren't you?
Yes, I did research before sharing my story with the world, but who in hell believes that?
This is totally an anti-vaxxer character.
I mean, an anti-vaxxer the killer has more on their body count than Jeff could ever have. So yeah, impressive.
This is the anti-Jeff.
This is the anti-Jeff.
This anti-Jeff is he can't sleep. He's cocky.
A weapon to surpass Metal
He
Gear.
is anti-vaxxer, so he didn't have mental drugs. He was crazy from the start. He had a sister, not a brother. He's perfect. He's the anti-Jeff.
He's from the parallel. He's from the upside down.
I'm not 100% sure on this, but because they're talking about no, I'm not Jane the Killer, I think this character is female as well, which is another opposition to Jeff.
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure.
Is Jamie
yeah, Jamie is a gender neutral name as far as I know.
Yeah.
Jamie the cunt. Okay, now
Jamie
that
Jamie the
Jamie the cunt now takes a bit of a problematic connotation.
Jamie the cunt.
Nah, fuck it. Jamie the cunt. Jamie the cunt. Still a cunt.
Jamie.
So he basically dragged me out into the forest that was adjacent to our house and forced me to murder someone. A man.
Forced you in quotations. I'm gonna say.
I don't want to get. Oh, my hand slipped. I stabbed a person. Whoops.
Whoops. Whoops, and he just jabs it into the person's. Whoops.
Whoops. A man. I didn't want to do it. Wink. Mostly because I knew I would most likely get caught. But he made me.
Looks at camera. Winks.
Winks. I had no problems with it. Creeping up on him and just stabbing him in the back. And my lack of empathy and other emotions made it okay. But he thought I liked it. He thought I was like him.
I was doing it mostly out of self-preservation. Wait, so You kill people out of self-preservation, but you don't run away when you see a known serial killer cut down your sister.
No.
Like,
Yeah.
okay. I was doing it out of self-preservation, but it kept happening. You kept forcing me to murder innocents, and I kept pretending to be okay with it. You seemed to almost grow jealous
Pretending. Yeah, sure.
of my eagerness to rip the lives from the bodies of others. He made me live with him in the forest hell. He even made me look similar to him. My messy brown bob was cut short and is now black.
Hell, he even made me live in a mansion.
Even hair dye runs through it now. My once beautiful hazel eyes are hideous, soul-wrenching black. He even somehow managed to get my skin
Wait,
to a ghastly grey color, making me look like a zombie.
Wait. How the fuck did he change your eye color?
Yes, shape-shifting powers. No, Jeff used fucking polymorph water.
He forced eye contacts in.
Jeff cast true polymorph.
I don't know when he did it. I don't know how he did it. But I am fucking mad.
I'm fucking pissed.
I have no emotions. That makes me mad.
I have no emotions, and that makes me pissed.
Jamie's fucking pissed.
I just woke up, dressed in a pretty red dress. Yeah, this is a girl.
Okay.
A pair of sharpened scissors at my side. What a choice of weapon.
Oh, for God's sake.
Wait, is she like the slit mouth woman now or something? Where the fuck that Japanese are being like?
And a hideous body. What? A hideous body?
That's just you, sweetie.
No. A hideous body was at his side. Okay, I'm not going to go looking for Jeff. I know that's pointless or stupid, but now I'm out here, and I can never go back. Oh,
Everyone should feel my pain crawling in my skin. My parents are dead.
Wait, what?
They didn't care enough for me anyway. What?
When did that happen?
They didn't even recognize me when I got to their doorstep, grinning menacingly or maliciously at me.
I'm doing it for my own self-preservation to kill his parents.
Pick one. Sure, it might not have been Jeff who me, but whoever did, they did a hell of a good job. I'm not out here for revenge. I'm here as a warning. I suppose since you have not now heard of me, you might as well know my name.
Oh fuck, we have a name.
I am Clementine Gray.
What?
Gosh, she's Christian's great daughter. That's why she's a psychopath.
Yes.
I gotta love the explanation.
Oh my god.
50 more shades.
So what? Oh god, so watch out when you hear the song, oh.
Please, it's getting choppy again.
So watch out when you hear the song, oh my darling,
Fuck!
remember me.
Sorry, got choppy again.
Oh my god.
Sorry, it's getting
Fuck.
choppy on your side.
So watch out when you hear the song, oh my darling,
Fuck!
remember
Again,
me.
You do it, Apollo.
It's the word Clementine! The word Clementine keeps
Just
getting chopped.
you just fucking read it.
So watch out when you hear the song, oh my darling Clementine, remember me. Oh my darling is coming for you. Scrolled in messy writing across your corpse, done with the tip of my scissors. Oh, I'm here. Maybe Jeff will notice. Maybe Jeff Senpai will notice and come back for me.
Notice me.
Maybe he'll kill me. He's all I have left in a world where I'm the monster.
Well, I mean, she is emotionless, just like Yandere-chan, so.
The
my
two
God.
things I long for, death and someone to relate to. At this point, I can almost understand why he took me and forced me to do these awful things. The loneliness he must have been feeling was killing him, but now he's left me, and I am alone.
Must have been killing him, shake on sheep's scissors.
My loneliness is
Jesus
killing
Christ.
me.
The
I must
edge.
confess, I still believe. Don't know the lyrics, but I don't give a fuck. Give me a try. Clementine Gray is a cunt.
I would be fine if he had
That's
never
amazing.
found me all those nights ago. But now I want nothing more than for him to find me once again. And that's why I submitted this. Oh my darling, oh my darling.
No, my darling Clementine. Something, 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 something.
The lyrics are on the
Clementine.
screen. I don't know why you're not reading that.
Oh, oh shit. Never mind.
Oh my darling, oh my darling, oh my darling Clementine. Now you're lost and gone forever. Dreadful sorry, Clementine. This song will be the last thing any of my victims will hear. Imagine if it were you as the victim. You would be there like a flare gun that I shoot in the dark. You would be burned
Wait, what?
so I could be found. Please don't struggle. I just don't want to be alone.
You will be there like a flare gun.
What?
That's
Oh
amazing.
my god. That is they don't want to be alone. Maybe if you weren't so shitty to your sister, you wouldn't be alone. Have you thought about that?
Maybe if you didn't fucking be a cunt.
I will
Like
say
me.
this. I will give the author credit where credit's due. You wrote a pretty given the ending to this story, if you were looking to write a convincing psychopath, congratulations. You wrote a convincing psychopath.
Let's go through the story kind of once more, like quickly. Just the fact that when we started reading, we were thinking this was like an encounter with Jeff kind of story, but it eventually evolved.
Guys, Jeff didn't even fucking say anything in this story.
No, I couldn't even do my beautiful Jeff voice.
Yeah,
God
you didn't
damn it.
get to do the voice. Hey, can you sing "Oh My Darling" in the Jeff
Oh
voice?
no!
Yes, yes. Let me clear my throat for a second.
Oh my darling, oh my darling, Clementine. Now you're lost and gone forever. Dreadfully sorry, Clementine.
Hooray!
Please clap.
Please clap.
Please clap.
If you don't clap, the fairies will die.
Encore. Nah, fuck
The
it.
fairies will die.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, there is one comment here. It's by a person, Jeffrey the Video Game Guy 78. Their avatar is Freddy Fazbear.
Oh,
So their opinion is much matter.
Very decent
Definitely
at best. I would rate it 9.5 out of 10. It's better than the most Jeff the Killer ripoffs, I can tell you that much.
wait. Very decent at best. 9.5 out of 10.
Okay, given what else is on this website, I think that's fair enough rating-wise.
What the fuck is a 10 to them then? Like, what the fuck is a 10? If that's very decent, a 10 is like, it's okay. Like, do they need, when they read a real book, what are they gonna rate it? Like 20?
20 out of
10.
yeah,
20 out of 10.
The scales are fucking... I don't want to see a 0 in this page. So, now the questions, and I think we have to go around the story again because we totally forgot to think about it, but where does this story take place? When does this take place?
Hopefully, where does it take place? Hopefully, far away from me.
Yes.
When does it take place? I don't know. Fucking whenever.
Yeah, I mean, it's another of those whenever stories, but there's a cue. We have the story that Jeff the Killer is a rumor around school that is popular on the internet, and Jane the Killer is a thing, and Nina is a thing. That's our cue. We know it's after all that.
Yeah. Well, clearly this takes place in the time that we're trapped in Slumber.
And
Yes.
also this mysterious Nina character.
This mysterious Nina character.
God, I think this is the worst one.
If in terms of enjoyability, I think it's not the worst one. I think this is one of the best one in terms of what the fuck.
Yeah, that's pretty.
I don't think I've screamed more.
This is the one I yell the most.
And not in the terrified way either. It's more just at the main character's cuntiness.
Clementine the Cunt is fucking one of my
Yeah.
favorites right now. Clementine the Cunt.
Clementine the Cunt.
Send us fan art of Clementine the Cunt.
Send us fan art, please.
But yeah, I think this one
Clementine the cunt.
we'll have to figure it out.
If we make fan art, it means we acknowledge her existence.
I wonder when was this story written? Because this feels like a very this is another Jeff Buff, but also this feels like a story. Yeah, 2015. This is from the era where the City remake was made. So I guess it was like another peak of popularity of the cast.
Sure.
Yeah, it makes sense that the attempts at that time was to make the opposite of Jeff, like try to avoid every single cliche. But tropes are a thing because they
What's
work.
up with Jeff's weird transformation
Oh,
powers?
yeah. Yes, we are.
It's like, I don't know how he did it, but he did.
I mean, I could easily understand, like, he dyes their
Yeah.
hair
That makes sense.
while they're asleep, but, like, apparently bleaching the skin
Yeah, that's a thing that he does, but
and doing all that other stuff would wake you up.
Bleach your skin in your sleep.
Yeah, especially
Hey, what the
cutting
fuck?
open their mouth or something. It's like, what the fuck are you doing?
it's not on the final version. But I remember saying in one of the stories at the point where the story was unfinished and then finished quickly, and I actually lied. I couldn't find that post, but I can in this one. As soon as the author went, I killed a man. After that, you can tell this is like rust, and you can tell that this was an attempt to become an OC, to try to be the anti-Jeff. This literally, I say that's a joke, but this is the anti-Jeff.
You're like, what's up with like, oh, then I had a red dress and scissors. Like, fuck off.
And I basically became the slit mouth woman.
Oh my darling Clementine. Oh my darling Clementine the cunt.
Hashtag justice for Amanda Gray.
This for ours, yeah, Amanda Gray.
Her crime was only being pretty.
For being
Well,
pretty.
to close this episode, let's stand by Amanda.
Stand by Amanda.
Okay, let's have a collective for her, okay? Like 3, 2, 1.
Alright.
Amazing.
Yeah, line that up as